Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm your humble host, Eric. How are you this evening? Go on. I'm just kidding. We're going to do the news. Then we're going to do some funny memes. So let's see here. Hey, I wanted to celebrate the birthday of one of my favorite people that I think people should know more about. This is Howard Lippman. Walter Lippmann, one of my favorite people whose name I forget because that's how much I love him. He introduced the concept of the Cold War. He coined the term stereotype in its modern psychological meaning, as well as really critiquing media and democracy in his newspaper column, several books, most notably his 100-year-old book, 1922, Public Opinion, where he actually talked about how the media has to crystallize the ideas in the mind of the public. Hey, and I loved how Facebook reminded me, hey, it's Walter's birthday today. Let them know you're thinking of that. Born in 1898. Facebook, you're just such a powerful AI. Of course, the big news today was the NASA DART mission. Oh, I meant to Google that one. Hang on, let me go ahead and do that. Yep, double asteroid redirection test. They fired a satellite at it and it kicked it off its orbit. We're going to find out if they actually have sped up the orbit of the tiny little planetoid asteroid, if they can shorten its orbit by 73 seconds. I thought that was cool. I hope you all could see that. I thought that was funny. Hey, in honor of our show, friend of the show, Doug Henwood posts Mark Zuckerberg's net worth has fallen $70 billion since rebranding Facebook to Meta. In your face, fourth richest person on the planet.
Love to see it.
In other news, Karma-Lago, as coined by Stephen Colbert, just continues to unwind and unwind and unwind. And I would like to remind you that that was the National Archives that went down there. That's right, the librarians. The librarians.
Oh,
hey, it was the vernal equinox. Now all the days are getting shorter, and I thought this was pretty cool. This is a time-lapse photo of the sun's position exactly at noon over Stonehenge. And you can see that it forms that nice little infinity elliptical there. If you were to go out every single day of the year, that's what the sun is doing right at noon.
It's a bowling pin.
Oh, a bowling pin. Yeah, I like that. That's very good. Yeah. Also, in case you missed it, customs officials have copied Americans' phone data at a massive scale. So yet another reason for me to hate the TSA and Border Patrol. Insider reports that the appeals court decision against Trump bites MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell. And I did this just for the headline, because you know some bugger out there was so proud of himself for bites my pillow. Piece of shit Governor DeSantis put out a response to his cruel trick of sending immigrants to Martha's Vineyard. In his response, he actually says it is opportunistic that activists would use illegal immigrants for political theater. Let me explain that DeSantis said this.
DeSantis said that?
DeSantis said this.
It's almost like he's a hypocrite.
Then he went on to say that the transportation of the immigrants to Martha's Vineyard was done on a voluntary basis. The immigrants were homeless, hungry, and abandoned. So let's just restate for the record. The governor stated that he got them on a volunteer basis, coerced them, because they were, in his own admission, homeless, hungry, and abandoned. You sick, cruel fuck. Oh, moving on. In a nice little piece of karma that I enjoy and I really hope to see, Georgetown law professor Heidi Lee Feldman says that they now have a viable cause for action to sue DeSantis, who because they inflicted intentional emotional distress and pain and suffering. It's the same principle used by families separated at the border to sue the Trump administration for damages, a case that could potentially result in the government having to pay millions to the illegal asylum seekers. So I am quite hopeful that they get a U visa, which is a special visa that is granted to victims of trafficking. So, God, I just, I don't want to get your hopes up too much for accountability, but maybe. Also, this week's funniest story, and I don't have a graphic for it, I'm sorry, but Trump said on the Sean Hannity show that he can declassify things just by thinking about them. In another thing they actually said. Speaking of slow motion train wrecks, former January 6th committee staffer says the check texts to Meadows show evidence of an attempted coup as it happened. So, yeah, I mean, we all kind of saw that and knew that, but Denver Riggleman told 60 Minutes the text from Mark Meadows amounted to a roadmap to an attempted coup. So, I don't know, the people who write headlines now know what we all saw and knew already. Now, the fun thing that Riggleman did add that we hadn't had before was that the White House switchboard actually called a convicted rioter on January 6th. And I read about that, and that's interesting. So they know one half of the call was to one of the little Proud Boy, Oath Keeper, lunatic fringe nutsacks that was in the Capitol rioting on January 6th. And it was a call coming from within the House, within the White House. So, I don't know, somebody, that's fun. Hey, another thing you might have missed, the Rapture was September 25th, 2022, in case you missed that.
Oh, damn.
I know, so.
Missed it again.
I mean, the guy, he used a stencil and put it on the back of his car, right on the back of his Outback, so I think he probably, if you get there. There you go. Hey, in a possible sign, though, the Satanic Temple is suing the state of Indiana over its near total abortion ban, arguing the ban infringes on their followers' religious rights and violates the U.S. Constitution. So, thank you, Satanic Temple. Hail Satan. IFL Science. What? You tag on that one?
Baphomet always shows up. Like anytime the government gets a little too Christian, Baphomet's going to show up. You can just count on that.
Yeah, and I mean that's you want Baphomet. This is how you get Baphomets. Okay,
this is how you get Baphomet. Right.
In other news, that's IFL Science posted, in case you missed it, female squirting is mainly made up of urine. Study finds.
That's one study. That's not.
In other news, who gives a shit?
Point taken.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Don't think about
I
it.
do not care.
Yeah, we really don't give a shit.
Anyone else want to weigh in?
Just happy to be at the party. You know what I mean? We're just happy. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't happened. We were happy.
No time
we
to
may
get
have
fancy.
had a part in it. Yeah.
Man, I do not drink beer myself, but I had always heard you can put anything in a keg and men will show up to drink it.
Word.
And today, those words have struck me deeply. Female squirting is mainly made up of urine. Study finds. That was one of the loveliest news segments we've ever done. Thank you all for joining us. This next one you probably heard quite a bit about. Apparently, Adam Levine is in the news quite a bit for some crappy tweets and things. So I just want to make sure that he actually did say in the tweets that no hot chicks listen to heavy metal. I don't know. I give up. I don't care. It's going to come up. So there you go. Adam Levine said dumb things. Hey, in local news, I got a report on this one. Friends of the show, Alexandria Hockey and Tony Santella, married this weekend in the time since we've last done the show. They actually met doing comedy. This is Justin there in a suit. Have you ever seen Justin in a suit? I mean, not in court. That's what I'm saying. Not in court. Like at a wedding. Look at him. He's pretty sharp. So anyway,
I don't even think he wore a suit to my wedding.
I honestly, I'd be shocked. I didn't know he owned a suit. I'm stunned. But Alexandria makes a beautiful bride, and Alexandria and Tony both fantastic comedians in the Champaign-Urbana crowd. I have seen them both kill on stage, and the fact that two whole comics actually got laid is just stunning. As Michael Matthews says, and it worked for two people. Comedy. That's who could have imagined, the bride says, and it's like, yeah, none of us at all. Speaking of hyper local news, friend of the show, Sarah Kramer, you can follow in Sarah Kramer's base or something. I don't know. She's one of my wonderful friends. She announced that they were doing streaming on their new album coming up, which is an Alice in Wonderland novel. This is friend of the show, Duke of Uke, Dave King, who is portraying the cat in this Alice in Wonderland album. He's the Cheshire Cat, I should say, and it's a musical adventure. The album is dropping. They announced that October 2nd. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this is just genius work. And as I'm watching the live stream, they gave a shout out to me, Eric Sizemore, because I'm the Mad Hatter. That's right. And I think it's freaking stupid cool. This is the album artwork. Look at it. Look at it. I'm steampunk Mad Hatter with a drink me bottle on my head and like an eye patch, glasses thick. Oh, you have any idea how happy this makes me? This is anyway. Apparently, the artist on this is Connor. I do not know him, but I will be friends with him, and I will hug him and squeeze him and call him Connor because I love this. We normally close the Facebook for the Blind news with some animal stories, and at first I thought it was going to be this story in the Kansas City Star where you could watch a 12-foot alligator wade through the lazy river at an Illinois water park, little vacation day. But no,
Oh my God.
no,
They're so bored there.
no, I know, right? But no, actually, this is a rock hyrax, and one of the big stories in the British Ecological Society Journal was keeping to a beat is linked to reproductive success in male rock hyraxes. And I know you're saying to yourself, how? Look at this guy. Look at it. You're just swimming in his eyes. You're like, how does he have any lack of reproductive success? But no, actually, it turns out that they have singing and dancing that actually maintains a rhythm in their courtship songs. And females tend to reward those males that have the best sense of rhythm. So that was going to be the story, but freaking no, because
and humans do too.
What I think that was implied, Nan. I think it was implied. It was all subtext for a dirty joke. But no, the one that took it was the squirrel interrupting the conference call, which went viral and was even on the CBS Evening News. Old boy is doing the standard lockdown. He's on a Zoom call, but he's heard a noise in the corner and he is furtively looking back and forth. He's reaching for the baseball bat. There's a squirrel. Squirrel's lunging at him. He's jumping up on the desk. It's coming at him. You know, to be honest, I did see a post episode interview with this man. And apparently he said, and this is literally true, he has been traumatized by squirrels for his life, for his lifetime. And it came at him. He had a bat. This has happened before, clearly. And I feel for him, but that is your heartwarming, tender animal closer story that rounds out the news segment of Facebook for the Blind. And then as soon as my idiot co-host, Quiet Michael, stops quieting himself with his mute button, we'll hear from him with some funny memes on Facebook for the Blind.
Let me tell you something. So first of all, fuck you. Secondly, yes, it's embarrassing when I fucking yell at you and I'm used. Okay? What I was trying to say was, I refuse to laugh at this man. I am not making fun of him. I can tell you right now, I would die of fear if a squirrel charged at me in my office. I would fucking launch myself out the window. That would be it. I mean, like, let me die. That is terrifying. I like absolutely. My cat brought a mouse into the house. I thought it was dead. And then all of a sudden it was like, I'm a mouse. And it started running at me. And my children were there. I put on my shoes, which my daughter thought that I was going to do something about the mouse. No, I didn't want my toes to be bitten. And then I did a fear dance. The end. I did not fix the mouse problem. The mouse found a way out on its own. I just fuck that shit, man. And a squirrel is so much bigger. Woo.
It's the bite though.
Woo.
Look that up.
I could never. All right, here we go.
On to Michael with round one, the ostensibly wholesome round of Facebook for the Blood.
Yeah, sure.
Round one.
I'm going to start with Glow Fuck Yourself. Yeah. With friend of the show, Glow Fuck Yourself. We surely love you. Glow Fuck Yourself. Thank you for the butt plugs. This is a picture. It's captioned, "What do you mean the printer shit itself?" And then there's a picture of like a printer copier scanner, and it's got to be toner.
Oh, God.
Over everything. I mean, holy shit.
I didn't know they held that much toner.
Dude, I used to work in a toner recharging place. The whole room looked like that, but you're giving me flashbacks and heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, this is bad. This is a bad day for somebody. This is friend of the show, Salad Days. Salad Days, we love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the cards and letters. We love you. It's a picture of a kid at a show, and he's wearing a shirt that says Cape Cod Hardcore. And Salad Days wants to know, what are you yelling about? Tourism and lobster rolls? Get the fuck out of here, Cape Cod Hardcore. Glow Fuck Yourself is back. Twice in the first round already. They have a church sign that unfortunately is missing a letter, and so it says, "Chris died for you."
Oh, poor Chris.
What have you done for him? Who asked for your help, Chris? Trash Can Paul. We love you. We miss you. We hope you get out of jail soon. Trash Can Paul. He's got a picture of Soldier Boy here from the boys, and it says, "No two people are the same. So why is smoking bad for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm built different?" Yeah. Eat that, science. Oh, fuck yourself for the hat trick. Back. It says this is taking place in a forest. Me. Oh my God, there's a wolf. Wife. Where? Me. No, the regular kind. Not a werewolf. All right. Okay, you know what? It's just getting old now. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. This is a Capri Sun. It's a picture of a Capri Sun. Must be a failed flavor. This one's wiener water. And it's got a picture of hot dogs. The old wiener water Capri Sun. Soulmate. It says CEO of 90s McDonald's. We need 15 mascots for some reason. Marketing guy. Okay, like what? CEO, clown. Marketing guy. Don't kids hate clowns? CEO. Another guy steals from our store. Marketing guy. Why would we? CEO, a purple abomination. Just fucking disgusting. This guy. I don't know what they were thinking either. It says, she's a keeper, and eyes rolling, and it's a little note. It says, "Hey, sweetie, I'm at work. Dinner is on the stove. You only have to light it. Gas is already turned on. Love you." All right, last one for this round. The ugly side of Tumblr. I thought I'd end this round with the animal story too. Okay, so this is a picture of a bat who is holding on to a tiny little twig that's coming out of the ground. And it's so close to the ground that the bat's just laying on the ground. It's not hanging upside down, which is the way that they normally sleep. This is a bat laying on the ground with its feet in the air on a twig. And the first comment says, "That tree isn't high enough, stupid." And the second comment says, "He's so sleepy, he doesn't even care." The third comment says, "Me as a bat." And the last one's my favorite. It just says, "I am in love with this bat." It's a dumb fucking bat. All right, that's all I got for round one. I think we're shooting over to TD now, right? Is it TD for round one?
It is TD for round one. Fuck, I need to set
Andrew
that
TD.
up.
Holy cow.
Making his debut.
TD. Woo!
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm more than just a talking head and a thumbnail model now, people.
out. Look
You're
out.
one
Everyone look
half
out.
of a pair of TDs.
I am so
Damn
happy
right.
you all reminded me that this is my new job.
TD and his emotional support, Eric.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you ready?
We're off to a great
Yeah.
start. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. There we are.
All right. First up from Memes Every Day, friend of the show, Memes Every Day. It's a woman yelling at her kid, little boy, probably about, we'll say 8. It's like, you can't just walk into a room full of my friends and yell, tits or get the fuck out, Johnny. Stay out of those damn meme groups. And I feel called out by that. That should offend all of us.
Nice.
Tits or get the fuck out. What? That's like college humor days, man.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Moving to the next one here. The big uproar last week was casting an African-American actress to play Ariel in the new Little Mermaid movie. So thanks to friends of the show, Emo Disney, we have Michael Jackson's face superimposed over said actress and just captioned under the that's the best Michael Jackson you're getting out of me, guys. I'm sorry.
That was beautiful.
I also want to point out that in the corner it makes it clear that this is from Disney.
See, that was a better one. Yeah.
I don't think it was better.
I love you both so much.
Next up, we got this is from Life Fun and question mark. And all we got here are 3 badass looking bikers, and on the back of their jackets, one says obtuse, one says right, and one says acute, and the caption is Hell's Angles. I don't know why that made me so happy.
I love it. I love it. That reminds me when I was a kid and I saw Charlie's Angles.
Hey, who didn't love Farrah Fawcett? But
acutely.
Yeah, acutely. Next up from friends of the show, Disney After Dark, we got the Beast from Beauty and the Beast looking like he just got his ass kicked, and it's labeled a chip that is broke off in the salsa, and he's saying, "You came back." Next panel, we got Belle laying over him looking very concerned, and it's just labeled me, scooping it out with a second sturdier chip, and Belle is saying, "Of course I came back." And as a fat boy, I feel this. Polite giggles. I'll take that. Next up from friends of the show, one of my personal favorites, Dogs Make Me Happy. It's on its back as the gooses swing through the water, and it just says, I need to know the story behind this. Well, Beanstalk Boy commented, well, he attack, but most importantly, he get to location on back of Quack.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
Best poem I've heard in 20 years.
Nice.
Best poem I've heard in 20 years.
Awesome.
Okay, got a couple more for this round, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, friend of the show, one of my best friends, actually, Stephanie Bolt. She posted a picture of a very weird looking, kind of like every clock that everyone's grandma in the Midwest had back in the 80s. I think in the kitchen had this clock.
Yep.
Person standing on it, and it says, "When you're high AF from eating the whole pan of pot brownies, and now you weigh 2 o'clock." I take a little bit of offense to this because as a person who likes to bake things while usually high AF, I don't know how many times I've looked at the temperature gauge on my oven and thought it was 375 o'clock.
Yeah, dude, this fucks me up. The microwave fucks me up. I'll use the kitchen timer, and then I'll be like,
"Oh yeah,"
be like, "Why is time going that way?" Like, I get all confused. Like, I don't think it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go the other way.
I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me.
No,
right,
dude, right. I love this classic meme. Extra points for the linoleum.
Yeah, that's some quality linoleum in that picture.
That takes me back.
I think I got one or two more for this round.
All righty. I don't actually know. I'm going to keep clicking until you tell me to stop.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up the wholesome round from yours truly with this picture from Pixie and Brutus. It's a two picture thing. The first is this adorable tiny little fuzzy bunny with its little paws right over its little snoot there, and it says, "How my friend looks when they sneeze." The bottom picture, however, looks like a combination of a rabbit, a pissed off cat, and Nicolas Cage in the middle of a tantrum. Not normal Nicolas Cage, but like out there Nicolas Cage. And it's all those things together on a fuzzy bunny looking thing, and that's just labeled "How I Look When I Sneeze."
What the shit is that?
Right? It's like Nicolas Cage and a fucked up bunny had a weird night in Vegas, and that was what happened.
I don't know what's happening in that photo.
That's just a picture I took one time of TD when he sneezed.
All right, is that the round?
I'll take that. That's round one for me. That's all I got.
All right, there we go. All right, so first off, you ask what the story was, so I wanted to let you know. Oh man, is it not gonna let me do it? You piece of shit. Hang on. This is a story. The cat on the back of the goose, and it says, "Onward, Sir Honkers, there's fuckery to spread."
Nice. And he's still on the back of the quack, so there you go, ready to attack.
It's so funny. I think while I was searching my hard drive for that meme, your voice went, "No, I've got." I think, and my apologies. All right.
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
This one's passed along from @Ida_Clemens, who says, "Can't believe they made a Mussolini woman in the reboot. This woke nonsense has ruined yet another franchise."
You have to kind of know your world politics to get that joke, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful, man. Lots of people passing this around, but they have just elected the most Mussoliniest Mussolini since Mussolini over in Italy. So that's scary.
Italians, man. Every generation or so, they give fascism a try.
Yeah. Like, yeah, make the trains run on time, and you're like, that's not all that happened. This next one's from friend of the show, George Cruikshank. George, thanks for the cards and the letters. Your handwriting and penmanship is just mwah. This one's passed along by Read Class Struggle Unionism by ... at Joshua Potash, who says, "Laugh out loud. Musk is upset because NASA just pulled off hitting an asteroid while all his products ever hit are pedestrians." I love it. This one is from text from last night. If you're not following text from last night, you are missing out. It's captioned, "If people incorrectly correcting other people was a sport, these 17 people would be in its Hall of Fame." And there's a whole list, but I just like the top one. We have a man in a suit and tie, and says, "Tonight, a 19-ish-year-old girl in the bar very nicely asked me if I could give them a refund on a vodka Coke that they had bought because they realized they were too drunk and drinking it would be a bad idea. A move both so ballsy and sincere, I couldn't possibly refuse." And the respondent says, "I thought in all U.S. states you must be at least 21 years old in order to purchase alcohol." And he replies, "I'm one of the dozens of people worldwide that live in a country that's not America." This next one's from ADHD Interrupted, and it's just a conversation between some randos whose names I'm not going to read. First one, "No, I will not elaborate," is such a fun line, but unfortunately I have ADHD and I am incapable of shutting up, so yes, I will elaborate. The next one, "Yes, I will elaborate, and that is a threat." Next is, "I will elaborate, but it won't make anything any clearer." And lastly, "Yes, I will elaborate, but I'll forget my original point after 30 seconds.
Oh, poignant.
I am in this meme.
Oh.
Next up, Haley Andrews, friend of the show, Haley Andrews. Haley, I miss you. She posts this just a lot of text and a picture of a pipe with some marijuana in it, I believe. And it says, off work late, hungry, but don't want to cook? Try taking a few hits of weed and then doing nothing. Just stare at the wall. We can try eating again tomorrow. Maybe.
Yeah, I feel this.
I know. And I captioned this as possibly the most realistic dieting advice I have ever seen on Facebook. Anyway, perfect. This next one is a picture of a man's fingers on the knob in his car, and it says, me turning the volume down so I can declassify documents better. A lot of declassified docs. This one's a picture of, looks like a philosopher from the 1700s with long hair and a big, funny, oversized collar, except that it's Donald Trump's face. And it says, I think, therefore it's declassified. Modern day philosopher. Donald Joanne Trump.
What a douche knuckle.
But you know, look at that hair. Little Lord Fauntleroy had some hair. Look at those curls. Anyway,
That looks better on him than his actual toupee.
that's true. We should have told him that. We could have had this for president. Think of it. This next one's from friend of the show, Noel Kassler Comedy. Noel tweets, Donald Trump attempting to fat shame Chris Christie is like Eric Trump making fun of Gary Busey's gums. Again, spot on, Noel Kassler Comedy. This next one's from Comrade Teen Vogue. Comrade Teen Vogue, we salute you. They repost Summer Jenkins, who says men will make fun of women who like astrology while managing a fake football team. Yeah, I like that one.
True.
The Onion posts a picture of frightened Matt Gaetz, who is squatting on top of a toilet in a stall, and says, frightened Matt Gaetz tucks legs up as federal agents search middle school girls' bathroom stalls. I thought that was might be a little visual there.
A lot of layers to that joke, which, you know, it is the Onion.
It is. And I love it. And I got to tell you what,
Clever.
frightened Matt Gaetz has a real ring to it. Just gotta say, like to see some more frightened Matt Gaetz. Okay, that's your sneezing joke, and that's that. So it must be this. And that is the close of my round.
That's okay, because I'm ready for round two. Kicking off round two, here we go. Starting off with Cal of Sale at Cal_GIF, who says being alive is great because there are so many different how do we say this? Aiolis to try. But then, of course, there are also the horrors. Aiolis, horrors, salsa. This is Go Fuck Yourself with the reposting Cavs 2017 champs, who said, I feel so bad for Magic. This is a picture of Magic Johnson and his I don't know. I actually don't know his child's pronouns. So I'm going to say Magic Johnson, and I'm guessing his child and his child's mother is my guess here. Cavs 2017 champs says, which actually oddly is at 216_champ. I don't know. Fucking figured out. Cavs champs. Not a friend of the show. Cavs champs. I just want to point that out. This is not a friend of the show. He says, I feel so bad for Magic. This man had one son, and this is what God gave him.
Damn.
Friend of the show, I know. Friend of the show at Batty Will said he got a son with his own fashion line worth over $200 million. What did your parents get? A homophobic piece of trash. Fucking nuclear burn. Leah Kurtz, friend of the show, Leah Kurtz says, I need to know more about this community, and it's a picture of a bumper sticker that says, thick dads who vape for Christ.
What?
I just
Like a unicorn finding that one.
right, and I love the fact that thick has 3 C's in it.
Yeah, this is thick dads who vape for Christ with a peace sign for some reason. That's not Christian or vapey or thick. I guess it's thick, kind of. And then also, there's my favorite part of this actually is that if you look in the truck, you can see the person who is taking a picture of this bumper sticker. They are very happy. And Keita says, "Why is there a pigeon at the Delhi International Airport?" And then this is replied to by Pigeon at the Delhi International Airport Twitter page, who says, "Mind your own fucking business." Like, how fast did somebody have to come up with that handle?
Fucking were they just waiting for that?
No, that's just Johnny on the fucking spot. Dumb bitch juice. We love you, dumb bitch juice. Thanks for showing up. This is a conversation between me and Uber Eats. Uber Eats says, "You look hungry." Me, "Yeah." Uber Eats, "But you're so fucking lazy." Me, "Yeah." Uber Eats, "I bet little piggy wants a $15 ice cream cone delivered." Me, "Yeah."
I feel a little called out by that one.
I think I have 3 more for this round.
Round.
Ooh, how brain workles. Listen, we're gonna get through this. I just want to tell you on the outset, everything's gonna be okay. There are 6 of these, and each one is a different way that the brain workles. The brain has a different picture in it in each case. In this case, the first one is soup, and it's a picture of a brain that's made of soup. And what it constitutes is static noises, what is task, and, well, soup. The next one is squizzly, and it looks like it's an old telephone cord that makes up the brain, and it's mini task, oops, bendy, and where go. Another way that the brain workles is crumbly, which is just some crumblies, and it says, see outlines of task, but it's a sandcastle, no fine details, heck, it fell into moat. And the next one is full of yarn, and it's just some yarn. It says, I see the cosmos, task, 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 oops, should eat at some point. And that one is usually me, if I'm being honest. The next one is on rails, and this is a picture of railroad tracks in the brain, and it says task only, sleep, never heard of her. And the last way that the brain workles is a picture of a squirrel in the brain, and it's squirrel, and it's ooh, snacks, squirrel, 404 task not found. That one,
yeah.
My good friend Eric. All right, and I think this, nope, I have 2 more. This one and one more. This is from Fucking Sober. Fucking Sober. Some days you're the only thing that keeps me going, but thank you. I put this one because, my God, is this true? It's a picture of the This Is Fine dog, except first he's next to a rainbow with a cup of tea, and it says life in sobriety. And he's on a meadow with a rainbow and some tea, and then it zooms in and he says, this is unbearable. That's life in sobriety. And active addiction, he's back in the house fire, and now he says this is fine. So, yep. That's it. All right, and last one for round 2, Trash Can Paul. Who else would it be? It's Trash Can Paul, and it's 2 panels from The Sopranos. First is Paulie, then it's Tony. Paulie says, Tone, if your toilet was sentient, would you rather it crave your bodily waste or hate you for it? Tony says, I can't have this conversation again. It's the again for me. Listen, I gotta say, I pondered that. I pondered it, and here's what I've come up with. I wanted to hate it.
I think I'm with you on that one.
I don't want my toilet to sound relieved when I shit in it. I want to sound relieved when I shit. You know what I mean? I want to be the relieved one.
You're like my, toilet sneaking X-Lax or some kind of fiber succulent into my food just so I'll give it some more dookie.
Last thing I need. Last fucking thing I need is my toilet, trying to trick me into shitting more. Okay?
Right.
I'm busy. I'm very busy.
Yeah, I got things to do.
All right, T.
Dude,
I
I knew you guys loved conspiracy theories, but the toilet conspiracy, that was you guys boom immediately.
Well, there's not one because the toilet doesn't love my shit.
He's
But if it did,
He's been sneaking laxatives in my food.
it has not. No, it has not.
No,
It has not. It just would.
that was not a conspiracy theory. That was a what if from the mind of two people that like to get elevated.
Here's the thing, though.
Perfectly
You guys
normal
know
people.
that in the 21st century of America, the timeline that we live in, you cannot come up with a conspiracy too crazy that it hasn't already been invented, and there's dozens of people that believe that.
This is the squirrel brain. This is the squirrel brain.
Squirrel brain.
T,
Brain.
what do you have for round two?
Well, you know what? Yeah, let's
birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. Toilets are real.
Birds are not real. That's true.
Oh, it's a real.
Yeah. Toilets are real.
Toilets are real.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is, but this is cool.
I thought this is yours.
I sent that to you like 2 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, you sent me that.
I did, but I knew you'd like it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's titties.
All right, hang on. So I'm gonna rejigger this. This is a technically challenging show, people.
Nah, we'll take it out in post.
Oh no, we're not gonna do it. I'm not even,
Come on, even I know better.
Yeah. Nah, it's too much work. Gadzooks. All right.
You know what I like? I like when I'm listening to the show and it gets like quiet for a while.
And you just know that some fuckery was
I
afoot.
can just
Fuckery.
I just slip into some silence. It's like a nice, quiet, dead air in the show.
It's easy to find in the edits, when I
Good
go back
radio.
to post. Tell a dick joke. Jesus. You're a comic. Tell me a joke.
Oh, come on now. You know that's the best way to get someone like to just spit in your face, blow smoke on you, or in my case, walk away and go do shots.
Oh, you're a librarian? Name 3 books.
Explain the Dewey Decimal System in a way that doesn't make me feel like I'm stupid.
Man, I love that people remember the Dewey Decimal System. I mean, I like that on a constant basis, I am reminded you all went to a library in 5th grade.
Shit, they were teaching me the Dewey. They tried. Well, let me rephrase that. They tried to teach me Dewey Decimal in like 3rd grade.
Hey, quick question. Do you guys want to finish the show?
And we're off with TD on round 2.
Okay. First off, we got Wendy Loves posting a picture of a guy dressed as a boxer. And below him is a we'll call her a basic Becky blonde bimbo type, and she has got her mouth around the nozzle of the box wine, and the caption is "The perfect costume does not exist." Oh shit, there it is. Yeah, she's filleting a box of wine to get her happy juice is the joke here.
Very nice.
Okay, moving on. Next up, from friend of the show, God, who's a big friend of the show here.
Hey, God.
Has a picture of this cute little
Hey,
baby
God,
elephant.
love what you're doing with the play.
What up,
Thanks
God?
for listening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for everything you do down here. Anyhow,
Shout out to God.
Back to our baby elephant. Just tiny little elephant baby. And it says, baby elephants are born weighing 250 pounds. Damn. Below that, it says, they are the biggest babies on earth, except for the people who think mermaids have to be white.
Excellent.
Agreed.
I like that one. That was good. Okay, next up. Excuse me.
Blunts and bongs.
Next up from, yes, friend of the show, Blunts and Bongs, new friend of the show, Blunts and Bongs. It's just, the wife asking, why is the money missing from the bank account? And it says me, and it's the meme of Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained, where he's looking particularly smug and smart-assy, holding up a big Ziploc bag full of some green herbally substance just labeled sour diesel.
Nice.
Friend of the show, Sour Diesel. We love you, Sour Diesel.
Sponsor of TD, Sour Diesel.
Thanks for all the great weekends and trips and fun and scary times too. We'll take that. Whatever.
Yeah,
man.
the highs and the lows, man. The highs and the lows.
You know, I can just think of the warm, fuzzy lack of memories.
It really takes me back to things I can't remember, things I know I'll forget. Takes me back to some future times we're gonna have together. It really takes me back.
You're right.
Love you, Sour Diesel.
Love you, Sour Diesel. Next, it's hard.
You need a safe word, T.
Next up, I'm working on it. Next up, from friend of the show, Nick Copley, he reposted from Female Struggles. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Female Struggles. I got it right the first time. It says Adele says her new album will explain her divorce to her young son. And it's a nice picture of Adele looking nice and fabulous. But someone commented on the comment that Adele will have her new album explain her divorce to her young son. It just says, "Mom, why do I only see Dad on weekends?" And Adele just says, "Track 5."
Oh!
Good thing I memorized that meme, baby.
Oh, dude, hilarious.
Safe word. Okay. Next up, we got Star Wars Fans United, and it's a scene from the Phantom Menace. You got young baby Vader. I'm sorry, spoiler alert. Anakin Skywalker running through the desert, and Darth Maul behind him on his little flying motorcycle thing. And it says, "Can we just appreciate the fact that at this point in the Phantom Menace, Darth Maul has no idea who Anakin is and what his relevance to the Jedi is, but still decides it's a fun idea to run over some random kid in the desert with a motorized vehicle."
It's an interesting point.
That was a thinker.
Yeah, fucking weird part of the show. Yeah.
Well described, though.
Yeah. All right, next.
Yeah. I just mean of the movie, not the show.
Manshed post. Oh, well, yeah. It can work for both. Manshed posts a picture of this big old fat orangutan, very corpulent, very round, not body shaming, just describing. And he's eating a piece of fruit. And it says, "This weather is nuts. Warm, cold, warm, cold. My nipples are very exhausted." Okay, maybe it's just me. Nice. Maybe it's a fat guy.
Nah, my nipples get tired. I live in Illinois.
I think it's a nipple thing. Yeah, no, nipples do that.
Yep. Okay. It's a nipple. It's definitely a nipple thing. All right, safe word. You create a monster size word. Sorry.
Loving it.
From friend of the show, Seth. From friend of the show, Seth Yoho. He posts from I Love Tequila. "My life is just a collection of poorly made decisions with bomb-ass music playing in the background." I feel that. Okay, yes, I can remember the music of every bad decision I ever made in my life.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a great sound.
Okay, it was funnier in my head. Next.
I don't. Yeah. Hey, Kelly. Is that you?
This is gonna be the last one for this round. Yeah, this will be the last one I got for this round. It's friend of the show, Kelly Mansfield. She posted this picture of 5 farm animals: a goat, a llama, a little cow with horns, and a sheep, and a chicken. And it says, "I never wanted to be in a gang more than this one." And it's true, because all these animals they're on point. They're giving you like the I don't give a fuck look, like fuck around, find out. Yeah. I want to be in this gang. I don't even care what the initiation process is.
Dude, I totally want to see that, because this is the establishment shot, you know what I mean? But I want to see the one where then we get the close up with the butterfly knife that comes out and the nunchucks.
Yes.
What are they packing?
And I thought a lot about this. Like, the cow's obviously the muscle.
Oh yeah.
The goat's the
I think that's a water buffalo. That looks like a water buffalo. That looks something.
No, that's actually called a Highland cow. It's from Scotland. They are actually, they're actually considered miniature. They're only about less than 4 feet tall, usually about closer to 3 feet tall.
Oh yeah, right, with the chicken. Okay, yeah. Now that you put it in perspective.
Yeah. Use the chicken, the goat, and the llama for size comparison. Yeah, there you go.
How the fuck did they get them all to stand together?
That's all I got for the second round. Back to you.
I think they were huddling for warmth.
Treats.
Oh,
that's a possibility.
The promise of a treat. Maybe they rang a bell. Maybe they, took college.
I know animals better than that. Let me tell you why that's not. Tell you why that's not right. That's not right because then you wouldn't be able to get far enough away from them to take the picture. When they think there's treats coming, they're on you like stink on shit.
Interesting point.
I will take that.
All right, round 2. What do we call it, Michael? The irreverent round.
I think so. I think that's right.
It was something with an ear in it.
Yeah, that works.
It's definitely some kind of round.
Friend of the show, Stale Memes for Normie Has-Beens. And if you're not following Stale Memes for Normie Has-Beens, you are missing out. They've reposted experienced website user who posts at Risen Rabbit saying, I followed you because of a funny post some time ago, but it's been exciting to learn about your bleak personal life and extreme political views. This was sent to me by several fans of our show.
I wonder why.
I feel seen. Gin and Tacos, and seriously, if you're not following Gin and Tacos, you are missing out. They have reposted Representative Anthony Sabatini at Anthony Sabatini, who has posted in all caps, like a white guy with way too much power, says, stop all immigration into the United States, both legal and illegal. This is like today. And Gin and Tacos says, my brother in Christ, your name is Tony Sabatini. Oh my God. So yes, the lack of self-awareness I find amusing. Hey, here's a fun non-related thing. Here is a picture of an immigrant family who applied for asylum in the US, and we see it's a very 70s sort of sepia tone picture. The kid is in a little suit with some serious 1970s collars, and mom's plaid print looks very 70s. She's got some Brady daughter's wavy hair here, and the guy's got little Van Dyke and a tie. That pattern definitely says 70s. So we're in the 70s here with this little family of 3, and it says, here's a picture of an immigrant family who applied for asylum in the U.S. That's little Raphael Ted Cruz and his parents. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I think I had this little polyester suit back then, man. Look at the little buttons on those little pockets on his little suit. Little baby blue suit on that little immigrant kid, Ted Raphael. As I said, Adam Levine has been posting a lot, and tons of people have been repurposing his post, which clearly says, holy fucking fuck, that body of yours is absurd. And these people have posted in the female Eminem, I guess the Oprah Eminem maybe, or the least, I don't know.